This stage begins your night shift with unit entry, initial setup, team briefing, and the first system checks under strict hospital rules. Entry rules require badge verification at every access point to enforce security protocols for the critical care night shift team. Identification badges must be worn visibly at all times, following hospital regulations to ensure proper access and accountability in the unit. The hallway is monitored for activity, and you check the clock to confirm adherence to shift timing rules and schedule compliance. Upon arrival, you meet the supervisor who manages shift handover and ensures all operational rules are reviewed before duties begin. The shift report details occupancy levels, equipment checks, and rule reminders that must be followed to maintain critical care standards. Monitors display real-time data and rule notifications to keep the team informed of procedural requirements during all unit activities. Team briefings are mandatory to discuss cases, assign roles, and review infection control rules that apply throughout night shift. The checklist includes rules for hand washing, glove checks, and machine operation to ensure safety and compliance in critical care. Taking notes helps you remember specific rules and procedures for your tasks, ensuring accuracy during the critical care night shift duties. Rulebooks provide reference for sterile procedures, detailing protocols to minimize contamination risks and uphold patient safety standards in the unit. Personal equipment checks are a strict rule. You must verify mask and glove integrity before use to maintain sterile conditions in the unit. Hand washing rules require a 20-second scrub to eliminate germs, a critical step before donning gloves for any sterile procedure. System checks involve verifying monitor and machine functionality, a key rule to ensure readiness and reliability for critical care operations. Glove dispensers are stocked according to rules, with clear instructions on when to replace gloves to uphold sterility and safety protocols. Logbook verification confirms that all activities adhered to rules, providing a record for accountability and continuity in critical care management. Discussing rules with colleagues clarifies procedures and ensures everyone understands their responsibilities under the unit's operational guidelines and safety standards. Workstation setup follows rules for comfort and efficiency, reducing physical strain during long shifts, and keeping essential items accessible as per protocol. Clocks and rosters are checked to confirm shift timing and assignments, adhering to scheduling rules that organize the night duty team effectively. Final readiness checks involve a visual sweep to ensure compliance with all rules before commencing the night's critical care duties and procedures. Stage 2, mask, where you prepare personal protective equipment and perform glove checks to uphold hygiene protocols for the night shift. First, you retrieve a mask from the dispenser, inspecting it thoroughly to ensure it meets sterility standards before use in critical care. You wash your hands for 20 seconds, as per protocol, a crucial step to prevent contamination when donning masks and gloves. Proper mask fitting involves securing it snugly to cover the nose and mouth, ensuring no gaps for airborne particles during procedures. Masks are designed with multiple layers to filter out particles, playing a key role in infection control within the operating unit. Glove checks are part of the mask stage, verifying that each pair is intact and ready for sterile use in critical care. Learning correct glove donning from colleagues ensures you avoid contamination, a vital skill for maintaining sterility during night shift duties. Recording mask and glove checks in the logbook ensures a detailed trace for shift accountability and protocol compliance in the unit. Mask inventory is managed with expiry dates to ensure only fresh, effective equipment is used, supporting long-term readiness in the unit. Supervisors review mask protocols regularly, emphasizing replacement schedules and hygiene practices to keep the team prepared for any situation. Having backup masks ready on a tray ensures you can quickly replace any used or contaminated ones during critical procedures. Verifying mask expiry dates is essential to avoid using outdated equipment, which could compromise sterility and safety in the unit. Mask dispensers include detailed labels with usage and disposal instructions, aiding in proper handling and inventory management for the night shift. Discussing mask types with technicians helps you understand which ones are best suited for specific procedures, enhancing preparedness for the shift. A mirror check confirms that your mask is fitted correctly, with no gaps, to ensure maximum protection during critical care operations. Mask straps are designed for comfort and security, made from durable elastic to withstand long hours of use in the unit. Once mask checks are done, you signal completion to the supervisor, confirming that all personal protective equipment is ready for the night. Signing the report documents your compliance with mask and glove protocols, a necessary step before moving on to the next stage of the shift. Training mannequins allow staff to practice mask and glove donning, ensuring skills are sharp for real scenarios in the operating unit. With masks ready, you now prepare to move on to setting up tool trays, Continuing the systematic routine of the night shift, the tool trays are the next critical component, requiring precise setup and instrument counts before any procedures. Each tray must be spotless and prepared to hold specific tools needed for various types of operations. Standard instrument lists guide tray setup, ensuring no essential tool is missing for potential night cases. Counting instruments allowed verifies full stock, a routine step to prevent errors during critical care moments. Having a colleague verify the count adds accuracy, reinforcing the team's commitment to safety protocols. Entering the tray setup phase, where meticulous organization ensures readiness for any emergency in the unit. Instruments are often tagged for easy identification, streamlining setup and reducing confusion in the unit. Monitors provide real-time data on equipment status, helping maintain constant oversight during the shift. Logging each tray setup creates a record for accountability and future reference in the night shift. Multiple trays may be needed, each tailored to specific procedures, requiring repeated checks and setups. Keeping trays partially covered protects sterility while allowing quick access when needed during procedures. Checking instrument sharpness is crucial, as dull tools can compromise efficiency in the operating room. Digital logs allow quick updates and easy sharing of information across the team during the night. Supervisors periodically check tray setups to ensure standards are met, providing guidance and reassurance. As the night progresses, having trays ready ensures the team can respond instantly to any emergency call. Backup trays provide a safety net, ensuring unexpected needs can be met without delay in the unit. Sterilization machines must be monitored to guarantee all tools are properly cleaned and safe for use. Quick meetings at the tray station help coordinate efforts and address concerns before the shift continues. Gloves and trays work together, with protective equipment ensuring safe handling of all tools in the room. With trays set and checked, you proceed to documentation, continuing the systematic night shift routine. Performing a final count of 20 instruments confirms that all tools are present and ready for any procedure during the night shift. Orderly trays ensure quick access and maintain sterility, which is critical for efficiency and safety in the operating room. Monitoring equipment screens helps detect issues early, ensuring all machines are operational for the shift's demands. Verifying checklists together reduces errors and aligns the team on readiness before moving to the next phase. Gloves are essential for handling instruments safely, and keeping them accessible supports the tray setup process. Signing the logbook documents the completion of tray checks, creating a reliable record for accountability. Checking previous shift notes provides context and ensures continuity in the night duty routines. As time passes, having checked trays ready allows the team to respond promptly to any calls without delay. Rechecking sterilization machines guarantees that all instruments are properly sanitized and safe for potential use. Supervisor confirmation of tray counts reinforces standards and provides assurance for the shift's preparedness. Transitioning to the report area marks the shift from physical setup to documentation duties in the routine. The report desk is where all shift activities are documented, ensuring systematic record-keeping for the unit. Starting the report form involves inputting data from the tray checks to create a comprehensive shift log. Checking previous reports helps identify patterns and maintain uniformity in documentation across shifts. Completing tray documentation secures the records and prepares them for the upcoming sign-off phase. Entering the sign stage involves reviewing and authorizing all documentation to ensure shift integrity and compliance. Checking the signing checklist verifies that all necessary documents are complete and ready for approval. Signing reports formalizes the shift's activities, creating a binding record for handover and auditing purposes. Discussing report details ensures accuracy and consensus before finalizing the documentation for the night shift. Preparing handover notes condenses the shift's activities into concise points for the next team's reference. Thoroughly reviewing handover notes ensures accuracy and prepares them for the upcoming shift transition and team reference. Discussing the notes with a colleague confirms details and builds consensus, which is crucial for reliable shift handovers. A signed report form signifies the formal completion of documentation, ready for secure storage and future audits. Filing the signed reports in the cabinet organizes records systematically, ensuring easy access for audits and handovers. Verifying the report checklist against digital records ensures that all documentation is complete and free of errors. The digital log screen shows real-time updates, helping track the progress of documentation and shift activities. Updating the digital log with corrections maintains accurate records and supports continuous monitoring of shift procedures. Supervisor approval of the updated reports validates the documentation process and ensures compliance with unit standards. A stack of report papers represents the accumulated documentation from the shift, ready for final processing and filing. Signing the final report form marks the completion of all documentation tasks for this phase of the shift. Gathering all documents prepares for the transition to the control room, where the next stage of shift duties begins. The control room door indicates the upcoming shift to log activities, where detailed record keeping takes place. Entering the control room and placing documents initiates the log phase, involving coordination with the technical team. Discussing handover details with technicians ensures they are informed and ready to take over the log duties. The logbook on the desk is set up for new entries, ready to record the continuation of shift activities. Writing in the logbook begins the documentation of signed reports, creating a permanent record for the shift log. The coordinator's signature in the logbook confirms the handover, adding an extra layer of verification to the record. The digital screen updates with the current time, indicating the progression of the shift into the log phase. Finalizing the logbook entry secures the documentation and prepares for the concluding routines of the shift. Completing the sign stage leads into the final log activities, maintaining the rhythm of the night shift routine. This is the log stage, where all shift activities are recorded and handover reports are finalized in the control room. Completing the logbook entry at 3:15 a.m. records the final report signings, ensuring accurate shift documentation. The logbook page displays detailed entries, capturing every documented procedure and timestamp from the night shift. Inputting data into the digital log system updates the electronic records, synchronizing with the physical logbook entries. Discussing log updates with the technician verifies that all information is correct and ready for the shift handover. The digital screen displays the current shift log status, indicating that all activities are being tracked in real time. Gathering the handover report ensures that all documented logs are compiled for the incoming shift team review. Signing the final log sheet with a timestamp confirms the completion of all logging duties for this shift phase. The shelf holds archived logbooks and folders, representing the systematic storage of past shift documentation. Reviewing the logged activities checklist ensures that every task from the shift has been properly recorded and verified. Briefing the incoming shift nurse with the logbook and report prepares them to take over the ongoing monitoring duties. The wall clock indicates 4 a.m., marking the late hour as the shift routines near their conclusion. Finalizing all log entries and securing the logbook completes the documentation process for the night shift. The coordinator's approval and signature on the handover report add an extra layer of verification to the shift logs. The empty instrument tray symbolizes the completion of tool checks and readiness for the upcoming shift activities. Concluding the shift involves logging out of systems and tidying the control room, preparing for handover completion. Exiting the control room with the handover folder signals the end of the log duty and shift transition. The quiet hallway reflects the calm after the intense logging activities as the night shift winds down. Pausing to reflect acknowledges the meticulous work done in logging all shift activities throughout the night. Handing over the folder and badging out marks the official end of the night shift, with all logs securely completed.